Hola, bienvenidos a una entrega más desde su programa Sin Guión.
Modern art helps us understand not only the artist, but also ourselves. This video is called Art and Identity, a theme we will explore using 3 works. Since their marriage in 1929, Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo had been Mexico's most well-known couple. While Diego was a painter who was famous for his large murals, Frida was a painter who was famous for being his wife. But in 1938, Frida's paintings were starting to get attention. So she takes her first solo trip abroad. She has her first solo shows in Paris and London. Her style is unique. Was it Mexican folk art? Was it surrealism? When asked, Frida simply said, "I paint my own reality." Picasso gives her earrings, the Louvre buys a painting. Both shows are a success. She returns home, divorces her husband Diego Rivera, and paints self-portrait with cropped hair. Her art had always been in response to her life.
I would imagine that it would be a process that was sometimes very hard for her. She used her artistic process as sort of an outlet.
She marries her love Diego Rivera, and she paints this. She divorces her love Diego Rivera, and she paints this. She was determined not to merely be the ex-Mrs. Rivera. Diego had loved her long hair and her colorful dresses. Frida painted herself without either.
She's seated in this chair with a pair of shears in one hand and a piece of her long hair in the other. She seemed to reveal a lot about herself as an artist. She was willing to kind of go to those places that not everybody is willing to go.
In 1940, this is how Frida saw herself. In 1993, Glenn Ligon asked 10 friends how they saw him.
Ligon instructed his friends, imagine that I've gone missing, and how would you describe me as a missing person? Get straight to the point. What are the essential details?
Here's what they said. A black man, 5'8", very short haircut, nearly completely shaved, stocky build, 155, 165 pounds, medium complexion, wearing faded short sleeve button-down,
If you read it, the information is about me, but also it's not about me.
He takes those descriptions and prints them beneath 19th century images of slaves. He called it Runaways. The series was made up of 10 prints.
Trying to find someone to love, someone to help me settle down.
Now, part of the point in doing this is to try to get at the ways that slavery and the language around it continues to be important to us today.
They read and looked very similar to the real thing.
We always imagine that slavery is something in the past and that we as a society have gotten over it. It's sort of gone, but we still feel its effects.
A reminder that his identity was still shaped by that past. Marilyn Monroe's identity, however, was shaped by the public. In 1953, this is how America saw her. One of many publicity photos for the film Niagara. She was about to become one of the most famous people alive. A decade later, she dies of a drug overdose. Within a few months, Andy Warhol takes that publicity photo and creates this painting. The tabloid culture as we know it took off in the 1950s. The American public was no longer satisfied by this. They wanted this. After Monroe's death, everyone's trying to tell her story. Paint the definitive portrait. Who was she really? Who wants the truth? That's what show business is for. To prove that it's not what you are that counts, it's what they think you are. Warhol takes the publicity photo and creates this. A silkscreen of a photo. A reproduction of a reproduction against gold. I don't know where the artificial stops and the real starts. It was Warhol's definitive portrait of Marilyn Monroe, the tabloids, and the public. How America saw Marilyn Monroe in 1962, how Glenn Ligon's friends saw him in 1993, and how Frida Kahlo saw herself in 1938.
Works in process is just so wonderful because you can see something great and then you can hear talk about it right afterwards. And this season, Works in Process is really great. There's dance, there's music, there's theater. There's a lot to see. Works in Process illuminates the arts.
Celebraciones de otoño.
When you meet at home, swing your partners. Swing it home. Hey, here we go. Square it up. Stand square. Couple three, straight up town. Make them come to you. Take them home with you. Put them back where you got them. Split that pair, go around, outside. Take the outside track. When you get home, wave. Look to your corner, element left. Once around, right to your own and pull on by. All go east on the westbound freight. You meet home, swing that gal. Swing them high, swing them low. Couple three. It's your go. Couple three, straight up down. Do it again. Take it back. Take it back.
music. I grew up listening to it.
It's like a haunting, chilling experience. I love the darkness of it all.
Tonight's just gonna be honestly magical.
I loved him in Oingo Boingo.
Oingo Boingo!
Dead Man's Party.
What could be better?
Danielle Mintz in my iPod.
Edward Scissorhands was the first CD I ever owned.
That music is just so evocative.
I'm looking forward to him singing.
This is like where I've been nagging them since the show started 2 years ago. It's like, when are we going to New York? When are we going to New York? Come on. New York is kind of my adopted home. When I'm in New York, I actually listen to music. I go to concerts. I don't do any of that in Los Angeles. I have a love affair with this city and the culture.
When you come to New York City, something really magical happens.
Emotion, reaction, surprise. Danny knows how to get there.
He set the bar very high, and he's continued to raise the bar.
I'm a song and dance man by nature.
Dance, that's like you got Tim.
Broadway's in my blood.
You want to hear Batman?
I would love to hear the Batman score.
Big Fish.
Edward Scissorhands.
Mars Attack.
Beetlejuice.
Batman.
Horse Bride.
Edward Scissorhands.
Beetlejuice.
Alice in Wonderland.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Beetlejuice.
Edward Scissorhands.
Beetlejuice.
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 Who doesn't love Beetlejuice?
It's showtime.
Happening this month at the Javits Center. See some of your favorite celebrities from your top shows at Comic-Con and nearby. On Broadway, a star-studded Octobre. Keira Knightley makes her debut in Therese Raquin. Movie star Clive Owen with his as well. Old Times opens this month. A man's balance between two women, his wife and his dog. The hilarious Sylvia with Matthew Broderick. Dance along with the story of Emilio and Gloria Estefan in musical On Your Feet. Star Trek's George Takei stars in a tale inspired by his life story in Allegiance. An intense game of gin rummy brings James Earl Jones and Cicely Tyson to the stage. Stephen King novel Misery comes to life, starring Bruce Willis and Laurie Metcalf. Some fab concerts, too. Throwback with Korn to start the month. They've promised their whole first album. Shake Your Hips with Ricky Martin, or Mark Anthony and Carlos Vives, both on the 8th. Steely Dan with a Steely Beacon Theater takeover. Did you get your tickets to the sold-out Hanson 2-night event? And 2 shots to see the Wonder Years Motion City soundtrack state champs, and you blew it. Wrap the month with The Who, their 50th anniversary tour at the Garden. And now, Halloween. Get your scare on early and often with lots of dates at Blood Manor. Take your pup for a stroll and show off that hot dog costume at Tompkins Square Park. Or show off your costume at the Village Halloween Parade. This year's theme, Shine a Light. Plus lots more great events. Spa Week returns for $50 treatments at NYC's best spas. Technology and innovation come to town for NYC Tech Week. Music, stage, film, and conversation converge on Lincoln Center at the White Light Festival. And design directs everything at the Architecture and Design Film Festival.
Todo lo que he aprendido de la cocina lo aprendí de las empanadas de mi abuela. ¿Tratamos de nuevo? Sí. Mezcla la carne con las cebollas con los pimientos con la paprika con el ajo con el orégano con el comino. ¿Listo? Listo. Te echa las aceitunas, ponle un poquito de sazón, estira la masa, haz un círculo, ponle un puño de relleno, dóblala, ponle los deditos y la.
No es fácil educar a los hijos en solo 2 minutos, pero pasar 2 minutos 2 veces al día enseñándoles a cepillarse podrá evitarles dolores de dientes en sus vidas.
Tú le enseñaste cómo pegarle a la pelota de béisbol. Cómo pegarle al receptor de la pelota. A la zona de strike. A la red. Cómo pegarle a la pelota en la esquina superior. Hasta le enseñaste cómo pegarle al que se abrió a recibir la pelota. Pero ¿cuánto tiempo has tomado enseñándole a lo que no le debe pegar?
De todas las cosas que has hecho con tu bicicleta, donarla a Goodwill podría ser la más increíble de todas. Las ventas de tus donaciones a Goodwill ayudan a financiar programas de entrenamiento para nuevos empleos en tu comunidad. Eso significa que tus cosas son más poderosas de lo que crees. Goodwill, dona cosas, crea trabajos.
El 29 de octubre, el Día Mundial del Ataque Cerebral.
Oye, mi amigo, un anuncio quiero dar para prevenir el ataque cerebral. Los factores de riesgo debes tratar, como el diabetes y la presión arterial. Baja tu peso y ejercicio. Baja tu peso y ejercicio. Debes empezar.
Oye, mi amigo, una urgencia puede ser si la pierna o brazo ya no puedes mover, si la boca se desvía o no puedes hablar. Cuidado, puede ser un ataque cerebral.
La gente conoce a la enfermedad con otros nombres, es verdad. Le dicen derrame, embolia o ataque cerebral y enfermedad cerebrovascular.
Recuerda, mi amigo, una urgencia puede ser si la pierna o brazo ya no puedes mover, si la boca se desvía y no puedes hablar. Al hospital más cercano tienes que llegar.
No olvides, mi amigo. No olvides en el ataque cerebral. El tiempo es vital.
El concientizarnos sobre esta dolencia puede prevenir la enfermedad o salvar una vida. Tener un estilo de vida saludable es una parte fundamental para lograr disminuir el riesgo de discapacidad y muerte por ataque cerebral y ataque al corazón.
Hay momentos en la vida que desearíamos detener en el tiempo. Los vivimos. Vivimos por ellos. Son íntimamente personales. Son compartidos con mucho gusto. ¿Qué es la vida si no podemos vivir y disfrutar estos momentos de alegría, maravilla y felicidad? Queremos que la gente viva y disfrute más de los momentos preciosos de la vida. Para lograrlo, debemos tener un corazón y una mente sanos. Porque en el corazón es donde se sienten más los momentos de la vida. Y es en la mente donde estos momentos se convierten en memorias y son revividos una y otra vez. Es por eso que nuestra misión la hemos hecho el tener mejor salud del corazón y del cerebro. Y juntos hemos logrado un impacto extraordinario. Adultos saludables, niños más activos, sobrevivientes más fuertes. Pero apenas estamos comenzando. Hasta que haya un mundo libre de ataques al corazón y ataques cerebrales, estaremos ahí, haciendo posible una vida más larga y saludable para todos. Usted preguntará, ¿por qué hacemos lo que hacemos? La respuesta es simple. Porque somos la American Heart Association y la American Stroke Association. Y la vida es por la vida.
American Heart Association en 60 segundos nos instruye sobre qué hacer cuando se presenta una emergencia. Después de llamar al 911, cómo tomar acción usando solo las manos mientras esperamos ayuda.
Si ve que un adolescente o adulto sufre un colapso súbito, es importante actuar con rapidez. Ayudar a salvar una vida es más fácil de lo que piensa. Basta aplicar la RCP usando solo las manos. El primer paso es hacer que alguien, usted u otra persona, llame al número de emergencias. Luego arrodíllese al lado de la víctima. Ponga el talón de una mano en el centro del pecho y la otra mano encima de la primera. Comprima fuerte y rápido en el centro del pecho hasta que llegue ayuda. Es importante mantener una frecuencia de al menos 100 compresiones por minuto, que equivale aproximadamente a este ritmo. Esperemos que nunca tenga que aplicar la RCP usando solo las manos, pero si ve que un adolescente o un adulto sufre un colapso súbito, no dude en hacerlo. Recuerde, llame al número de emergencias y después comprima fuerte y rápido en el centro del pecho hasta que llegue ayuda. Su rápida acción puede salvar una vida. Para obtener más información, visite international.heart.org.
Todo lo que he aprendido de la cocina lo aprendí de las empanadas de mi abuela. ¿Tratamos de nuevo? Sí. Mezcla la carne con las cebollas con los pimientos con la paprika con el ajo con el orégano con el comino. ¿Listo? Listo. Te echa las aceitunas, ponle un poquito de sazón, estira la masa, haz un círculo, ponle un puño de relleno, dóblala, ponle los deditos y
No es fácil educar a los hijos en solo 2 minutos, pero pasar 2 minutos 2 veces al día enseñándoles a cepillarse podrá evitarles dolores de dientes en sus vidas.
Tú le enseñaste cómo pegarle a la pelota de béisbol. Cómo pegarle al receptor de la pelota. A la zona de strike. A la red. Cómo pegarle a la pelota en la esquina superior. Hasta le enseñaste cómo pegarle al que se abrió a recibir la pelota. Pero ¿cuánto tiempo has tomado enseñándole a lo que no le debe pegar?
Viene bien la luz de tu alcance.
De todas las cosas que has hecho con tu bicicleta, donarla a Goodwill podría ser la más increíble de todas. Las ventas de tus donaciones a Goodwill ayudan a financiar programas de entrenamiento para nuevos empleos en tu comunidad. Eso significa que tus cosas son más poderosas de lo que crees. Goodwill, dona cosas, crea trabajos.
Los neoyorquinos viven con pasión la Serie Mundial 2015.
Game 2 of the World Series in Kansas City. The Royals with a 1-0 series lead over the Mets. Johnny Cueto on the hill for KC. No score in the fourth. 2 on, 1 out. Yoenis Cespedes, the chopper. The Royals get 1 out at third, but Eric Hosmer's foot is off the base at first. The Mets would go on to score 1 in the inning, take a 1-0 lead. Now tied at 1 in the fifth. Hosmer with some redemption, a 2-run single off Jacob deGrom. He's fired up, 3-1 KC. 2 batters later, Mike Moustakas adds to the lead with an RBI single. Hosmer scores to make it 4-1. That would be plenty for Cueto, cruising in the 6th. Strikes out Daniel Murphy looking. Then in the 7th, Yoenis Cespedes, no chance. Now a 7-1 lead in the 9th. Cueto looking for the complete game, and he gets Cespedes to fly out to end it. The Royals take it 7-1 and take a 2-0 series lead. Cueto is the story. He allows 1 run on 2 hits. He becomes the first pitcher since Greg Maddux in 1995 to throw a complete game in the World Series, allowing 2 or less hits. Game 3 is Friday night at Citi Field in New York. Giordano Ventura up against Noah Syndergaard.
Además, el impacto post-temporada de los Mets de Nueva York trasciende al béisbol, uniendo nuestra ciudad en azul y naranja.
Another 3-2. That's a ground ball into right center. In to score is Hosmer. Over to third is Morales, and it's 4-1.
Perez, the right-handed hitter. But you can't get too far down on these guys with that bullpen out there looming with everybody fresh.
You just cannot get strike three. It's incredible. It's like you're trying to go to sleep and the faucet in the bathroom just keeps dripping. Drip, drip, drip. Make it stop. It's annoying. They just keep coming.
Los juegos de los Mets están proporcionando un gran beneficio a la economía local y ofreciendo oportunidades para los neoyorquinos. Gracias por acompañarnos en otra entrega más de Sin Guión.